Morning and welcome to Outdoors with John. Today we are at Hoffman Evergreen Preserve in Stonington, Connecticut. After a short tenth of a mile, we've come to an intersection. The red trail goes straight and the red trail goes right. I'm not sure what this means. I'm gonna have to check it out. We're gonna stick to the right and see where that trail goes, even though they're both colored red.
We started our hike on Route 201 and hiked to the first intersection, which appeared to be two red trails, but the trail on the right was really the orange trail, which I've drawn in here on the map. From there we returned to the red trail and followed the loops, the red trail all the way out towards Pine Loop, and from there we switched over to the blue trails and worked our way to Bennett Yard. After Bennett Yard we worked our way out to the well area on the yellow trail, and finally back to the blue trail for our way home.
You can see here that even though a lot of trees have been cut down and removed, the trail markers are pretty clear and the trails are obvious. All right, we've come to a sharp turn in maybe it's the orange trail. I don't know, that doesn't look red anymore. I thought we were on a red trail, but I think we might be on an orange trail, which may not be on the map. We'll have to check it out. But there's this 90-degree turn and we have stone walls around us, and there's some kind of a foundation over here, and we're gonna go check it out. I'm standing here inside the foundation to give you some perspective on the size. I would say it's probably about 20, if that, 20 feet wide by about 12 feet. Yeah, I'm 5'6½", so that's about the height of the back wall of the foundation. Just a few feet down the trail from the foundation, we find some kind of a grotto here, which is pretty interesting. It's partially filled in, but it goes back probably about 6 feet, and it's basically stones with dirt on top of it, and maybe this was used for food storage or maybe a root cellar. This is a view of the backside of the grotto to our left. But I want to give you an appreciation for some of these evergreens here that you probably couldn't get if it wasn't clear. See how tall they are, and see how the needles are really only on the top. These trees, when there's a lot of forest, they have to compete for sunlight, and the only way they can do that is to grow tall, and then the lower branches no longer receiving light become redundant, so they die off. As we leave that clear-cut area, we come into what I'd call a more densely forested area. Thank you, David Vines and Troop 36 for building this bridge.
This interesting tree growth is called a burl. These deformations are scars caused by some kind of stress, such as injury, virus, fungus, insect infestation, or mold growth.
Looking on the map, we've come to what used to be the Pine Loop straight ahead. And it looks like the Pine Loop area has been cut. Time for a drink. If you've been following along in the Hike Stonington series, I encourage you to leave a comment in this video or any of the other videos. Let me know which hike was your favorite. And as we come to a close on this series, where else have you folks been hiking? Maybe there's some additional videos I could make that are in the area, either in Stonington or some of the nearby towns that you'd be interested in. I'd sure like to hear from you in the comment section. As I said before, and it's even more evident now, the blue trail in this area is on an old cart path. As you can see, it's level and it's been graded. I know I've used the term cart path before in my videos, but just to be clear, what I'm talking about is a road that was probably built before the days of the automobile, one to maybe get horses or horse and buggies in and out of farmland. See how this cart path was bench cut into the side of the hill. As the hill is on the right hand side here, it's flowing down to the level spot, and then you have fill on the far side to keep the path level. All right, we've reached intersection number 6 here. So this is where the blue trail intersects with the red trail. The red trail here, if we look up here, is also a cart path, and we were on this just a little while ago. Intersection number 3 lies ahead, probably not much further than you can actually see. All right, so here we see stone walls on either side, so this might even have been what we call a pentway, which would be a farm road in between 2 stone walls. What we're going to do is we're going to head up here towards Bennett Yard, and that'll take us off the pentway up the hill a bit. The pentway does continue, I want to point out. However, that is the end of Avalonia Land Trust property there. The blue X tells you not to continue, and the yellow sign on the tree tells you that you're leaving Avalonia property. The gravestones here are difficult to read. Beloved wife of William Bennett died August 1812. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit the like button, and if you haven't done so already, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and select the bell to be notified of upcoming videos. This is going to wrap up our hike today. We did about 2.5 miles of hiking here at Hoffman Evergreen Preserve. As always, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you out here on another adventure soon.